el gluten!
Yes, Millennial Loteria!
Millennial Loteria has found a way to really start conversations that perhaps you would not have with the older generation.
Loteria is a game of chance. It's sort of like bingo. A lot of people call it Mexican bingo because the mechanics are very similar. Oh my God, 2 winners? All right, we got 2 winners.
This is a game, actually, we still continue. It's a tradition in my family. We play every Thanksgiving and every Christmas after our meals. And today with this new version, I had a really good time.
Bingo comes from the Lotto that was created in Italy. And so they do have like a common ancestor, bingo and Loteria. Whether you're Mexican or you're from Central America, even South America, I think this is one of those games that relates to a lot of people. I mean, personally for me, there's such a big attachment and nostalgia to growing up playing it. July of 2016, I was home in Guatemala and I was actually playing with my old Loteria set that I found. And I started looking at the images and they started to seem a little bit outdated. I saw La Dama, and this was around the time when the Me Too conversation was going on. I thought to myself, this doesn't represent a lot of the women, sort of millennial women now, especially here in the US or in my life. I think they relate more to La Feminist. And so once that clicked, I was like, oh, I could keep the image similar, do enough changes so it's sort of my own. I saw La Sirena, and she had her hand sort of like this. And so I thought, why don't I just put a phone on it and it becomes La Selfie? And then I'm a creative and I'm in advertising, so every time I do something, I see, can I replicate this again and again and again in a form of campaign form? And so I saw this, you know, El Catrin, and I was like, El Hipster. Or I saw La Chalupa, and it's now El Uber. And I also make fun of ourselves as millennials. La hashtag or el vape. I wanted to be really inclusive to the LGBT community as well, especially the Latinx LGBT community. La bandera is all pride. We also have a brown and a black line going through it just to represent the people of color. We sold out in 4 days. That was when I was like, okay, there's a market for this.
It's reminiscent of what we grew up with, that makes you laugh, that makes you think of like the olds, but it's refreshing at the same time.
I wanted to take something that was very specific to us and make it appeal to a large part of society while also keeping, our culture, keeping our values, keeping that sense of Latinidad.